Section 1.1 Homework Problem number 6. My example is describe how to organize 1002 toothpicks, cubes, or paper clips in a way that fits the structure of the base 10 system. Your number is 1001, which is very similar to my example. And sometimes students will read this as 102. It's probably because 1002 actually looks like there's a number 100, and then there's another number 2. It looks like 102 put together, but that is not correct. So we have to follow the place value. So from what we learned in this section, the number system we're using is a base 10 system. And we start from the smallest place value, the ones. If we have 10 ones, it's going to make a 10. And if we have 10 tens, it's going to make 100. And we can keep going like this forever. And to use objects to help students visualize how we generate these place values, we can use cubes, for example, here. So if I draw one cube, that represents 1, the number 1. But if I have 10 of these, we can stack them together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is going to be called 110. So 10 individual ones will make a one single 10. And of course, if we have 2 tens, we have to make 2 of these. But if we have 10 of these, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to draw a square with 10 rows and 10 columns. So that's going to give me 100 blocks, 10 rows and 10 columns. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make it look 9 and 10. And then we're going to draw 10 columns. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to add a 1. If you have a ruler when you do the homework, that would be better. All right, so 1, and notice when you look at each column, that is a 10. That's a 10. And then we have 2 tens, and then we have 3 tens. Altogether, we have 10 tens, and that is exactly 100. If you use toothpicks, you will bundle up. Instead of stacking them, you're going to bundle them up to tens, and then take 10 bundles to make 100. Now we can keep going like this. So next, in order to generate the 1000, we will need 10 of the hundreds. And notice that if we put imagine if we have blocks like this, and then or cubes, we can stack them one after another. Take 10 of these. So we have to take 10 of these to make like a cube, as you can see in my picture right here. So it's going to become a cube with 1000. And notice that each of these, if I cut it, that's 100. And if I cut it again, that's another 100, and so on. So as you can see the picture here that has 1000 cubes, which consists of 10 hundreds, which is something like that. Now, of course, when you teach in class, you would better use real cubes instead of drawings, because the students can visualize it. All right, so let's go back to the question 1002. How do we use real objects to demonstrate 1002? So for that 2, we know the place value is 2 ones. So we will just show 2 individual cubes here. So each cube represents 1. If you use toothpick, you will use 2 individual toothpicks. And because for the tens place and the hundreds place, there are both zeros, which means you don't need these tens. So you will not need any of these, and you will not need any of these. We have 0 of them. But we do have a digit in the thousandths place. So that means we need to take 1000, which is this big cube right here. All right. So put them together, the 1000 cubes, and then 2 cubes together. Together, that's 1002. And as we can see from the picture, this one, symbol 1, doesn't mean 100. It actually means 1000 cubes here. So we can use the real objects to demonstrate the number, which can help students visualize the place values. Not going to be 100, actually going to be 1000.